Yes, Lions fans, back to the jam for the boys contest tonight between the host Minneapolis Lions and visiting Beloit Trojans. They'll lead here for CNNTV.com. The Beloit Trojans are 15-3 on the season. They are the number 1 seed in our sub-state at this point. They are in the league. They are 9-2, and tonight, with a win, would guarantee themselves a place at least at top. Sacred Heart is 8-2. Minneapolis is third right now at 7-3. The Trojans are scoring an average of 44 points a game, giving up 44 points, scoring an average of 58, so they're plus 14 on the season. Minneapolis is 13-5 overall, good for number 3 spot in seed in sub-state, and 7-3 in the league for third place at this point. Minneapolis has had 4 straight wins here late in the season, all in the NCAA, since the 15-point loss to Beloit back on February 3rd, which was a rescheduled game. This is the 187th game in the series, dating back to 1909, the longest running series for MHS with any other opponent. Beloit leads the series 110 wins to 76 losses. Here at Minneapolis leads at 44 wins to 39 losses. Beloit has won the last 3 games in a row. Minneapolis last won here at home on February 16, 2018 by a score of 53-47. Beloit has lost 3 times. Minneapolis has beaten 2 of the 3 teams that have beaten Beloit, Sacred Heart and Southeast of Saline in league play. Beloit did win by 15 back on February 3rd up at Beloit, but we definitely hope that the Lions can do a lot better than that tonight and even get a victory here. I said earlier that Minneapolis is at a number 3 seed for sub-state right now. My apologies. They are a number 4 seed with 13-5 record. Ahead of them is Thomas More Prep at 13-4. Pleasanton is 14-4, and Beloit is 15-3. Thomas More Prep and Pleasanton are tied at 10th in Class 3A. Beloit is number 9. Coming up for sub-state in a little over a week, the boys will play quarterfinals on Mondays, the girls on Tuesday. And we're hoping the boys can end up with an opening game for quarterfinals. The girls will definitely be on the road, possibly by either Norton or Beloit. Minneapolis plays Russell is coming to the last game, which will be senior night.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
it is time for the national anthem.
As we hear our Star Spangled Banner performed by the Minneapolis High School Band under the direction of Mr. Lindstrom.
head band and director Dennis Brooks. Ready for our starting introductions. The purpose of these activities is to provide a positive experience and the opportunity for personal growth for those participating. Leading scorers for the Trojans are Vince Palin averaging 15.1 points, Carson Cox averaging 12.8, Bryce Mason, their 6'6" player, 11.9, and Hudson Gray at 9.9. All four are seniors. Vince Paula, 15.1 points, 3.1 rebounds. Caden Griffin, 9.3 points for the Lions, 4.9 rebounds. Hudson Gray, 9.9 points, 8.7 rebounds. Jonah Osterman, 8.1 points, 7.1 rebounds. Carson Cox averaging 12.8 points, 2.6 rebounds. It's quite the three-point shooter, folks. Trent Meckel for the Lions. Averaging 6.7 points, 2.7 rebounds. I didn't catch the name of this number 12, I'm sorry. Brand Aaron Smith. And Owen White averaging 14.1 points for Minneapolis, 4.5 rebounds. 6'6". Bryce Mason averaging 11.9 points and 8.7 rebounds. And 3.6 blocks per game. And last for Minneapolis, Spencer Davidson, 11.9 points and 7.1 rebounds. The Lions with 4 straight wins coming into the game. The Trojans have five straight wins, including that win over Minneapolis. Make that 7 straight wins. Mason versus Oshman. Beloit controls the tip. Off of Beloit. Nolan White with the ball. Gets it to the free throw line to Oshman. He turns, dumps it down to Davis. Now it's up to Meckel at the top of the key. Tried some high-low action, but got shut off. Oshman at the free throw line again. Back out to Meckel. Around to White. To Griffin. His charge. 15-footer. Good. Working to the offense to get that open shot for Griffin. Taylor drives, puts it down to Cox. Over to Gray. Aerosmith from the side, no good. Griffin with the road rebound from Minneapolis. Down to White. His shot is blocked. Picked up by Beloit. Mason averages 3.6 blocks a game. He got one there. defended by Griffin. Over to Palin. Palin drives, 15-footer is good. Meckel across the timeline for the Lions. Griffin at the top of the key. Being guarded by Cox. Over here to White. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Davidson. He drives into the lane. Turnaround jumper is no good. Osherman with the offensive rebound. Out to Meckel for three. Boom. And foul. They count the bucket. Foul underneath on Osherman. 5-2 Minneapolis. Around jumper by Gray. Good for the Trojans. White, top of the key. Into Davidson, working against Mason. Meckel with another three. Second block of the night for Gray. For Mason. Hit away by Nolan White. Can't control it. Out of bounds to the Trojans. Out to Cox, a dangerous three-point shooter. Into Gray. Turnaround jumper is no good. Davidson with the defensive board. White down to Daniel Watson. Over to Meckel for three. It's there. Oh, in and out. Rebounded by Cox for the Trojans. That's Gray, excuse me. Palin. Over to Cox. Kick away. Kick out to Brett Cox. Three-pointer is no good. Mason kicks it out of bounds. This ball goes to Minneapolis. Leading 8-4 with 4:09 remaining in the first. Daniel Watson at the top of the key gets it to White. Dribbles around. 2-pointers off. Gray with the rebound for the Trojans. Three-pointer by Cox, no good. Mason gets the rebound up and in. Watson over to Spencer Davidson, top of the key, back on the left wing. John Nelson in the game. Top of the key now for Davidson on the right wing. Drives in, takes the lane, and gets his offensive rebound up and in. He was very conscious of Mason there on that initial shot. Palin. Into Gray up for two. Rebound throw it away, but Davidson rescues it. Works on Mason. Initial shot blocked by Mason on Davidson. They get the defensive rebound. Gray up and in. He ties the score at 10. He's got the most of their points so far. Nickel over here to Watson on the right wing. Looking for the cutter. There's Nelson down low. Out to Davidson for three. Right wing and good. Team's in Minneapolis. Vincent Palin drives. Layup no good. Nickel with the rebound. Watson on the left wing now. Dribbles to the front. Over to Davidson on the right wing. Nelson with the top of the key now. Drives down. Kicks it away. Davidson. Trojans playing a good, stingy man-to-man defense. Nickel drives. Kicks it off to right. Over here to Nelson. Top of the key, being guarded by Cox. Watson on the right wing now. White trip, gets back up. Nickel at the top of the key. Over to Nelson again on the left wing. To Davidson. Davidson out at the top of the key now. There's Mason way out front on him. Watson on the right wing. Nolan White left wing, takes a three. It's short. Watson. That has the rebound, but no good. Mason's shot is good. Makes it 13-12, Minneapolis. For 1 second. Watson's shot is off a little bit to the left. Minneapolis, after 1 quarter play, leads 13-12 over the visiting Trojans. We'll be right back after the report from our sponsors. Alright, the Warriors the ball on the possession arrow to start the second quarter. Palin across the timeline. Sets up their offense. Over here to Gray. Looks inside. Tried to get the Mason tipped away by Osherman. And Gray went for the save and couldn't get her done. Out of bounds to Minneapolis. 2 turnovers so far in the game on Beloit, none on Minneapolis. Got Nelson at the top of the key, being guarded by Palin. To Griffin. He drives the lane, pulls back, free throw line shot is no good. Watson with the offensive rebound. Set it up again. Nelson to Osherman. Over to Watson. Nelson on the left wing. To Griffin. Steps into the free throw line. Pulls it back out. Back to Watson on the right wing. Back to Osherman at the top of the key again. Down to Griffin. Back to Nelson at the top of the key. Guarded by Palin. Osherman over to Watson. Nelson on the left wing, back to Griffin, in and out. Beloit with the defensive rebound. Palin with the three, it's good. Trojans take their first lead of the game, 15-12. And Minneapolis gets its first turnover of the game. Watson, White, and Nelson sit down. Creel and Meckel come in, along with Davidson. Taylor guarded by Creel. Out here, Cox. Mason, right wing to volley. Kicked away, picked up by Davidson. Third turnover of the game on the Trojans. Griffin over to Osher at the top of the key. Meckel now. Looking to coach for the play. Gets a pick from Davidson. Three-pointer by Meckel. No good. Defensive rebound to the Trojans. Here they come with the 2-point lead, 15-13. Shots off. Griffin with the offensive rebound. Davidson gets it. Meckel at the top of the key. Over to Osherman, deep down to Davidson. He works on Mason. Underhand layup is good. By the score at 15. Reverse layup, I should say. Working against the big guy. Down to Mason. Layup is good. We can't stop him. All we can hope is that he'll miss or foul out. One or the other. If he gets the right position, we can't stop him. Meckel gets the play from coach. Drives. Kicks it over to Davidson. He drives in. And no foul called. He possibly could have got an offensive foul. Gets his own rebound. And is fouled. 4:08 to go in the second. Just one foul apiece, team-wise. Caden Griffin will inbound it from Minneapolis. Into Osherman. And he loses it out of bounds, unfortunately. Had that inbound play well guarded. Comes the Trojans leading 17-15. Palin. Kicked it over in the right wing. Down to Gray. Back out to Palin again. Jumper guarded closely by Griffin. Offensive rebound for the Trojans and a foul on Jonah Osherman, his second. Daniel Watson in for Jonah. Out front to Cox, he takes the three and is good. 20-15, Beloit, their biggest lead of the evening. And that, I think, is the first three-pointer that Cox has attempted on the night. He's pretty good from that range. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Beloit Field Stores, Service and Support Supply for your home, sales of winter contractor, power equipment, and more. Ask about our winter service equipment. Go Lions.
Following
Trojans' buckets this quarter have been threes. One from Palin, one from Cox. White being closely guarded. They know he can shoot. Down to Meckel. Down into Davidson. Back door play to Watson. Good. It's foul. Great assist from Davidson there. And Watson goes to the line, shooting 81.8% at the free throw line for the season. We get the Lions within 2 with this and one. And makes it. Palin across the timeline. Drives in. Shot blocked by White. He makes it and it's fouled. Holland shooting, I don't have it, 82% at the free throw line. Makes that one. 5-point lead again for the Trojans. And we throw it away. Three-pointer, no good. White with the defensive board. Watson over to Griffin. Inside to Davidson. 5-footer from Watson in the lane. That's good. Holland. Setting up the play, drives the lane. Hits it down low to Gray, no good. Offensive board by the Trojan, the defensive board by Davidson, and he's fouled. Three team fouls apiece. The Lions trailing by 3, 23-20. 2:10 remaining here in the half. Into Davidson. He's working on Mason. Late up is no good. Holland with the defensive board. The drive. The runner is good. The kid's murder. Davis. Michael drives. Over to Griffin. Out to White. Griffin to White. White drives. 15-footer is no good. Watson gets the offensive board, and he's fouled. Fourth team foul on the Trojans. No free throws. Oh, they are going to say he did that while shooting. So Daniel Watson to the line for 2. Again, he's shooting 81.8% at the line. Takes that one. Gets that one as well. 25-22 Trojans. 1:10 to go here in the half. Holland on the right wing for the Trojans, back up front to Cox. Cox drives, that loses it. Holland takes a 3. No good. White with the defensive board. Meckel back to Nelson here. White. Now kick down play to Davidson. Jump. No good. But Nelson steals the ball away and lets it in. 7 seconds. Holland drives. Jumper's good. 27-24. Beloit here after 1 half of play. Holland took over the game. Cox had 1 3-pointer. They outscored Minneapolis 15-11 in the second quarter to take this 3-point lead. Going to be a dance routine and halftime entertainment coming up. Before Scott Osherman joins us.
Taking the floor for your halftime entertainment this evening is your 2019-2020 They worked so hard throughout this year to take it to the next level, and we couldn't be more proud. Also joining us this evening for this special dance, welcome choreographer, dance instructor, Heidi Hiddle with Manhattan's Dance and Cheer Excel. The team is thrilled to have you with us this evening. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming our Lionettes dancers. Freshman Holly Hodges, Olivia Bocek, Cameron Cleveland, Megan Atkinson, juniors Caitlin Cooter, Samantha Turnow, Peyton Smith, Aislinn Eller, Courtney Forte, Jalen Lunder,
Congratulations, Minneapolis Lady Lions dance team. Very good job here.
Since this is Kirsty Nelson's farewell performance, her teammates and coaches would like to present her with a little something special and thank her for her unwavering leadership. In addition to all the other activities Kirsty has been involved with throughout her high school career, she has been a vital part of our dance team program for the last 4 years. Please join me in a round of applause for senior Kirsty.
Recognition to senior Kirsty Nelson on the dance team for 4 years. Besides basketball and track, softball, and volleyball. And we're joined by Scott Oshman, the faithful Scott Oshman with his stats.
Actually, Dale, I let my daughter keep the stats this first half, so, and I keep an eye on her, but she did a nice job of really keeping the stats, so nice job to my youngest, Ray Oshman. Scoring-wise, Minneapolis had the lead at the end of 1, 13-12, but Beloit did outscore us in the second quarter, 15-11. That gives your halftime score 27-24. Scoring-wise, Beloit, Carson Cox has a three-pointer. Hudson Gray has 6. Bryce Mason has 6. But Vincent Palin has 12 points to lead the way for Beloit. They were 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Minneapolis scoring-wise, we had more kids scoring than them, but they kind of held a couple of our starters in check. So King Griffin has 2 points. John Nelson has 2 points. Trent Meckel has 6 2-big threes. Daniel Watson has 7, and Spencer Davidson has 7. We had 3 3-pointers, and they had 2 3-pointers in the first half. Cox and Palin. Yeah, Cox and Palin, and we were 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
The Vincent Palin show in the second quarter, he took over when they needed him to score.
He's an amazing ball player.
Rebound-wise, we had a rebound of 15-12. We had 10 offensive boards under the same end. They had 9 defensive boards, so that's pretty tight bottleneck under our basket. We had 5 defensive rebounds, so there are 3 offensive rebounds. Turnover-wise, they have 4. We have 3. Pretty well-played game as far as taking care of the ball for both squads.
Only 2 players in foul trouble. Jonah Oshman with 2 fouls, and Grant Harrison with 2 fouls. They're pretty even on that side. There was a lot of shoving going on both sides. They let them play. It's definitely that. So
we hope that we can get Nolan White freed up to get some scoring done here in the second half and somehow limit Collins will not do as much damage as we get second quarter. I like the fact that Carson Cox has not had very many open shots to kill us in the first game. And I think Mr. Mason, their post player, has 3 blocks. I don't know how many rebounds. And 6 points, did you say, for Mason?
6 points, yeah.
So we'll be back after these words from our sponsors, Dale Leach and Scott Oshman.
Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way. Robertson Monuments.
the gym here as we prepare for second half. Minneapolis trailing by 3, 27-24, and we will have the ball with the possession arrow to start the second half. Very close game, very competitive game. Nolan White will inbound the ball to Merkel. White, free throw line, shoots it up, no good. Gray with the rebound for the Trojans. Gray drives, kicks it to Collins. What a block by Davidson. Ball to Beloit. Out to R. Smith. Collins turns down three, drives in, up over Davidson for two. He can score when he wants to. Merkel. Osherman. White turns. Davidson drives. Layup is no good. Gray with the rebound for the Trojans. He takes a three. It's no good. Osherman with the defensive board. Davidson gets it across the timeline, pulls it back, gets it to Merkel. Sets up the play. Osherman at the free throw line, down to Davidson. And Mason fouls him on the block attempt. Will send Spencer to the line for two. Spencer, 53.1% free throw shooter, though has been doing much better the last several games. And gets that one. Nothing's up and in. That's the board, lead to three. Holland over to Gray. He drives. 5-footer is good. White, just inside the free throw line, shots up and in, he gets his first bucket of the night. 6 minutes for play in the third. Had a steal there for Griffin. Working on Cox, stolen away by White. Davidson tries to get it to Osman, too high. Out of bounds to the Chris. Caleb Burks comes in for the Trojans. 5'11" sophomore. Hudson Gray. Burks on the right side, no good. Gray with the offensive rebound, no good. Minneapolis with the defensive board. See if Minneapolis can get within two or tie it. White for three, shoot down for the Trojans. Holland, tipped away by Griffin. And Griffin tips it away again. Last touch by Griffin. Over to Burks. Gives it up to Cox. Cox tries to dive, pulls back. Collins lay in from pocket. Spencer Davidson. Top of the key over to Meckel for three. In and out. Gray with the defensive board for the Trojans. Gray over to Pollen. Over to Burt. Takes a three. No good. Meckel with the defensive board. White drives. Loses it. Off Osherman. Attempting to rescue the ball. Nelson comes in for Griffin, and Watson comes in for Osherman. Collins slowly across the timeline for the Trojans. Over here to Hudson Gray on the right wing. Down low to Cox. No good. Davidson with the defensive board. White down low to Watson for three. No good. White with the rebound. Up and in. Get it into Mason. And he's fouled on the shot attempt. He'll go to the line for two. Mason, a 59% free throw shooter. Two's on the way and no good. Watson with the defensive board. John Nelson brings it across the timeline. Davidson at the top of the key. Drives in on Mason. Cut the pick and down to White. No good. Mason with the offensive board. Might have been a foul there, but no call. Pollen drives and kicks it in for two. Watson to Nelson, top of the key. Pollen knocks it out of bounds. Last touch by the Lions. Pollen drives, and it's in. The Vincent Pollen Show for the Trojans. 38-30. White shot is good. Minneapolis takes a timeout. Full timeout. Trailing 38-32. We'll be right back after the fourth tomorrow. Community sponsors. These are our community sponsors who help bring these live videos. John, right. No place like home chip chocolate. The Buddha's Mexican restaurant. Cisco Gallardo. Fine oil company of Duffel. Jim Klein. Autoflex. Dave Sweat. And Jerry Key. He's on it. It's Sherry Bertrand. Taylor Brainton, Rick Walton, Wayne. The mothers, they make as bad small players over there. Okay, Beloit will bring it in from Freeman, Osherman and Griffin are back in. Ball down low to Mason, and he's fouled by Friel. First foul on Friel, second in Minneapolis on the half. Beloit has one. Mason. Number 4 takes a three. It's good. Owen Eilert. Meckel with the drive, no good. Off of Beloit. On the rebound attempt. Coach is up by 9 now, their biggest lead of the game. Griffin. Up and in. He had to fight it out. Palin. Holland, I should say. Force three, pointer again, no good. Meckel with the defensive board. Gets it across the timeline, over to Watson on the right wing. Back up to Friel. Meckel brings it around the horn again. Down to Griffin, he drives. Shot is up and in. 41-36 Beloit. Holland drives. Free throw line shot, no good. Griffin with the defensive board. Gets it down to Friel, over to Meckel. Out front to Griffin, he'll take the three. Good! Bingo! 41-39, but you don't see many threes out of Griffin. That was good. Spot 6 seconds. Powell with the ball. He drives. Block the shot. They get the ball, no good. And this quarter will end with Beloit leading by 2, 41-39 as the Lions make a surge here late in the second quarter. We're back after hear some more about who our community sponsors are for these live video broadcasts here at CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis. Okay, Minneapolis, a 7-0 run to close out the half. Outscored Beloit 15-14 in the third quarter. Trail by 2, 41-39. Holland with the ball. Kicks it over to the side. Down to Mason on the low post. The round jumper is good. Holland running close, over to Griffin. Free throw line shot is good. Holland drives on Nelson, pulls it back. Drives into the lane, layup. a big defensive board. White down to Griffin. He gets into the tree, throws up a wild one. It's blocked. Rebound to the Trojans, and foul called on Griffin. Griffin was hoping for a foul there on that shot attempt. Watson with the steal. Out of bounds off of Gray. Oshman comes in for Watson. Meckles in the game. Nelson, Davidson, and White for Minneapolis. Mecklen to Davidson, turnaround jumper, no good. And Gray gets the defensive board, and Oshman fouls him. Fifth foul. Fourth foul on Minneapolis, third on Jonah. Trojans won. Gray drives, dumps it down to Mason. Shots up and good. 4-point lead for the Trojans. Nelson at the top of the key. Nelson fouled by Cox on the steal attempt. Just the second foul on the Trojans. Third on He's got somebody else's number up there on the there it is. First foul for Cox. Nelson to Meckel. 15-footer is short. Holland with the rebound for the Trojans. Running in the 15th foul on Minneapolis. 5:29 remaining. Holland to the line for two. 82% free throw shooter on the season. Gets number one. Two's on its way and good. Six-point deficit for the Lions, 5:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Meckel not losing it, regains control. Three-pointer, good. There's the Lions within three. Hudson Gray brings it across the timeline toward the Trojans. Drives down low to Cox. Out to Collins. Good, he's fouled. Oshman picks up his fourth foul. Mason to the line for two. This is number one. 16th foul, so from here on, the Trojans will be in the 1-1. Second one's no good. Griffin with the rebound. Down to White. Griffin drives. Layup. No good. Davidson with the rebound up and in. 48-46 Beloit. 4:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hudson Gray being guarded by Griffin. Layup is good. Meckel for three. It's off. Watson. With the offensive board, and we're going to have a Beloit foul on the rebound attempt. The fourth on number 12, that's Eris Smith. Just the third team foul on the Trojans. We lead Minneapolis 50-46 with 3:55 to go. Minneapolis has a chance to pull with within two, maybe one.
Metal fabrication. It's built with no place like home.
Okay, welcome back. 3:55 to go on the fourth. Your line's down 50-46. David Griffin will inbound the ball here. They get it to White. Free throw line extended. He drives to the right side. Watson over to Meckel on the right wing. He comes up to the front. Griffin back to Meckel. Down to White on the left. Meckel up front. Griffin on the right wing. Over to Meckel. Left wing. Back court. Picked off by Gray. Fouled by Meckel on the layup attempt. Those skip passes can get mighty dangerous, as exhibited there. You do it once or twice, they start looking for it. Hudson Gray to the line for a 1-and-1. 62% free throw shooter. Jonah Oshman comes in for the Lions. Second one's up, no good, it's short. Do nothing but air. 5-point lead for the Trojans. 3:26 remaining in the fourth. White drives to the right side, and we have a moving screen. On Jonah, 18th foul. Daniel Watson will come in for Jonah. Ref says Jonah stuck his leg out. Serves the Trojans with the 5-point lead, 3:12 to go in the fourth. Gray drive. Harris Smith. Cox. Over to Gray. They're going to run some time. Get to the free throw line. Offensive foul on Mason. Fourth foul on the Trojans. Second on Mason. 2:40 to go in the fourth. Lions trailing by 5. White. Griffin. Knuckle down to Davidson. A shot was blocked by Mason, I believe. Rebound to the Trojans. Holland. Into Mason. Shot was tipped away. Picked up by White. Griffin. Drive. Brings it out front. White. Griffin up front again. Started by Cox. To White. White. Tied up. Gets it to Davidson. Back to White. Griffin, 1:30 to go, timeout Minneapolis. Run a lot of offense there trying to get it inside, but we could not crack the Trojan defense. We're back after this word from our sponsors.
These live video broadcasts and the potential inevitable occurs when the event is prepared, the body will collapse. Remember the truck screws will bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck 75. Original Baker at 1556 or 106 Highway.
Kevin Todd and the rest of the crew at St. Antonio proud to support the youth of this hockey.
All right, Minneapolis back with the ball. Michael brings it across the timeline. Down to Davidson. Out for White. Good man-to-man being played by the Trojans. Over to Watson, over to White on the right wing. Back to Meckler, over for three. Shots up and good. Cuts the lead to 2, 51-49 with 1:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Back after this word from our sponsors, Dale Leach here on CLinkTV.com, Minneapolis.
The Basic State Bank wants to see your home time. Location is the Minneapolis Nation Commerce. The site provides in-town relationship basis. This provides a consumer and commercial banking service along with personal authority. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. Go with us, we're with you every day. The American Banking Service. All your insurance service under one roof. Locations in Minneapolis and Georgia. Travel facilities in Minneapolis, we strive to be the one-stop shop for all your products that you need. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, power equipment needs. Ask about our Rookie Service program and go Lions.
Welcome back. 2-point game, 1:10. Lions need to be careful not to foul if at all possible. Collin. Drives. Followed by Meckel. Gets it across the timeline. Gray. Meckel fouls Gray. 62. Last time he was at the line. See if he can do that way again or worse. 19th foul on Minneapolis. Got the first one. Second on its way and good. Extends the lead to 4. Timeout for Beloit with 58 seconds remaining in the fourth. And the 4-point lead, 53-49. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. The Lions with the ball. Under a minute. A 4-point deficit.
Pass the ball, guys. Rebound.
the ball. Griffin over to Meckel. 40 seconds. To White. Out to Watson. Back to Meckel. 30 seconds. Down to Griffin. He drives up inside into the lane. Shots up. And good. 53-51. Beloit. 22 seconds remaining. Beloit will have the ball. With a double bonus coming up. I'm
trying hardware. This time it's a middle off the shot. I think the ball is very far for a big start that pace. There's two value hardware dealer. And this hardware dealer can definitely provide the brand and selection that you need for your project. And start to get nice points. Passing unit, Donovan, ag by air, has been supporting ag operations in Minneapolis and Douglas area for over 20 years. Competitive channel application service. Ag by air is located at 974 Highway and it's excited by 312-3300 for questions and ag by air, outside of the Minneapolis.
All right, Gray will inbound the ball for the Trojans. Tyler, he's fouled by White. And I don't have any, no foul. 20.9 seconds remaining. Still 53-51. Beloit will play the ball in here on the near side, close to the half court. Minneapolis has no timeouts left. Beloit has 2. Oh, they'll be way down here, deep to throw it in. Against Mason, he's fouled by Griffin. Mason's been fairly good at the free throw line tonight. He's their worst free throw shooter of their starters, 59% free throws coming in. He'll get double bonus here. Chance to put Beloit up by 4. And Beloit takes a full timeout. We'll talk about it. Not making that free throw. At least gives them things to talk about. Beloit's still leading by 2, 53-51. In the fourth quarter. Beloit CityLink2.com. Minneapolis will be right back.
Business, group order, screen printing energy, focus online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us 705-623-7752 or by email at all your custom clothing urgent needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions. When it's go time, the local Pioneer team is with you from Woodsville every step of the way. With 5 to 5 Pioneer brand products and local insights, we'll help you choose a lineup of products catered to your team and people see about this Pioneer brand products. And go Lions!
All right, Bryce Mason time for his second free throw attempt. Missed the first one. Number two's on its way, and the 54-51 lead, 16 seconds remaining for Minneapolis. Michael Griffin takes the three. Oh, in and out. Mason with the defensive board, and we call Cox. The shot looked good. 6.4 seconds remaining. And Carson Cox to the line for two. Cox shooting 61% at the line for the Trojans. This is number one. And Beloit takes another timeout. Full timeout. 6.4 seconds remaining. The Lions with the three-point deficit here, 54-51. With Carson Cox at the line for a second free throw shot. To see if they can give them a 4-point lead. Which will be pretty insurmountable at this point.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delta, Minneapolis, and Beloit. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they provide hometown service to the insurance and business needs for over 30 years. Home, small business, farm to crop, life and health service. Call them today. 753-4203. With locations in Minneapolis and Remington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump service.
All right, welcome back. No timeouts for either squad left. So if Cox misses, Minneapolis is going to have to do something quick, shoot three. Good. To Watson, 4 seconds. Meckel for a long three, no good. The final, the Beloit Trojans, 55. The Minneapolis Lions, 51. And a heck of a game. The Beloit Trojans secure an NCAA championship tie, at least. Minneapolis falls to 13-6, 7-4 in the league, and
'Citizens State Bank and Trust, locations in Minneapolis and Delta, proudly support the Minneapolis High School Lions. Contact either Owen Kimball or Jared Smith for all your banking needs, be it home, personal, business, or trust services. Who seeks online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and certificates of deposit to help fulfill your hometown banking needs. The Minneapolis State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. With locations in Minneapolis, Lincoln, and Smyrna, we've tried to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both commercial and performance trust and wealth management. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. Go Lions, we're with you all the way.
I'm ready.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School.
Welcome back to Minneapolis High School as the Minneapolis Lions come up short tonight by a score of 55-51 against the Beloit Trojans. Much better ball game for us tonight, but physical, very frustrating ball game from a viewing standpoint. They fought hard, they kept fighting. It was just a tough ball game tonight. So Lions come up short tonight, 55-51. We outscored them 13-12 in the first quarter. They outscored us 15-11 in the second. We outscored them 15-14 in the third, and they outscored us 14-12 in the fourth. So a very even ball game. And if we meet them again, I would not want to be Beloit. You know, I don't like saying, I don't like losing now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This gives me a little hope for the future, I guess. Scoring-wise, for Beloit, they only had 5 kids score, and only one off the bench. Owen Eiler had 3 points. Carson Cox, we held him to only 4 tonight. That's a big change. Hudson Gray had 11 points. Hudson Point, he had 11 points, and I gotta talk, buddy. Bryce Mason had 13 points, and Vincent Palin had 24 points. And Corey, come here, buddy, come here. They were 9 for 14 in the second from the 15 ball game. That's big when I get to my stat over here. Scoring-wise for Minneapolis, Norman White had 6 points. John Nelson had 2 points. Daniel Watson had 7. Spencer Davidson had 11. Trent Meckel had 12, and Caden Griffin had 13. We were 2 for 2 in the second. 12. Trent Meckel had 12. All 4 3-pointers. Spencer Davidson had 11, and Caden Griffin had 13. Hats off to the boys. They fought hard, but it was just frustrating to come over the loss. 15 free throws for them compared to our 5. Definitely a difference in that ballgame.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of the old things. You get a lot more fouls than the opponents do in the second half. You pay for it in the end. We definitely paid for it. They're coming down in the fourth quarter.
Jonah fouls out in the middle of the fourth quarter on a tough call, so it's just a tough one.
Rebound-wise was even. Second half, 12-12. Minneapolis out-rebounds them for the game, 27-24. First was very close. Minneapolis had 7 turnovers. Beloit had 9. The story of the game for them continues to be Vincent Collin.
He's an amazing ball player.
He really is. Got an ball player. All the credit due. Play of the game, going to go with a 7-0 run by the Lions late in the third quarter. Had a 9-point deficit, got it down to 2, gave us some hope and fight to go into the fourth quarter. That was very essential. Player of the game, going to go with the trifecta of Spencer Davidson, Trenton Meckel, and Caden Griffin. So, trifecta player of the game, absolutely. We will have our last home game coming up. Senior night, Tuesday. Russell Broncos, their last league game in basketball period in the NCAA. Next Tuesday night, senior night. Sure appreciate it if you all come out and support these Lions. They deserve your support. Dale Leach and
Scott Osherman
signing off. Good night, folks.
Good night.
I screwed up in the book and used the earlier page, and I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.